Testing. Testing. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Testing. 1, 2, 3. All right. We're going to rock and roll, baby.
Vienna High School basketball is more than just a game. It's dedication, commitment, teamwork, community. Laying it all out on the court, leaving nothing behind. At the end of the game, when the buzzer rings, you can hold your head up high because you're a Vienna Eagle.
Thought I'd pushed a button and I didn't, apparently. But I'm Ron Ellis, and we've got Vienna Eagle basketball here this evening from the Eagles Nest here at the home confines of Vienna High School. It is the Vienna Eagles taking on the Ziegler Royalton Tornado. Vienna's first conference game of the season here tonight, and hopefully they'll have the same success that the JV had here tonight. The junior varsity Eagles won 66-23 here this evening over the Ziegler Royalton Tornado JV team. They jumped out to an 18-0 lead, and then they put in all 5 new players, and they rotated those 5 players with other people on the bench for the JV game, and they continued to rack up the score. So a successful night. The JV, with that win, they go to 2-0 on the young season. They're 1-0 in their conference, and this is the first conference game for Vienna here this evening. They'll have 2 conference games in a row, tonight and tomorrow night, and against the Trico Pioneers, and tomorrow night is homecoming. So we're going to send it back to the studio, pay a couple of bills, and we will be back for more pregame here this evening after these messages.
Life changes, then it changes again. That's why when it comes to your financial goals, the Edward Jones philosophy is you can't predict the unexpected, but you can prepare. Challenges such as job loss, change in health, or loss of a loved one could disrupt your family's financial security. Edward Jones financial advisor Russ Kruger can help you prepare for life's ups and downs. Call 618-658-2222 to get your plan in place. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Rusty's Home Center in Anna, Vienna, and Goreville wishes all the teams in Union and Johnson counties good luck this basketball season. It's nice to see you back on the hardwood. Speaking of hardwood, go to Rusty's for all of your lumber needs for new construction or home repair. Or if you need new doors, new windows, a new roof, or you want a new kitchen, they can do it all at Rusty's Home Center in Anna, Vienna, and Goreville. Call Rusty's in Anna at 618-833-2101, in Vienna at 618-658-3761, or in Goreville at 618-995-5068. We'll all leave a legacy of memories behind, and your wishes are of the utmost concern. Whether you choose traditional burial, cremation, or mausoleum entombment, let Bailey Monument Company in Vienna assist you with the design of a custom memorial. Since 2012, they have provided a full line of cemetery monuments, markers, mausoleums, cremation memorials, and pet memorials. Bailey Monument Company, 618-658-2311, a proud sponsor of Vienna Eagles and Lady Eagles basketball.
Vienna Automotive Center is much more than just tires, brakes, and oil changes. They can also work on your exhaust systems, engine and transmission replacements, digital vehicle inspections, transmission and coolant flushes, and brake system flushes. And talk to them about their induction cleaning service, a great way to improve your vehicle's performance and gas mileage. Vienna Automotive Center, 35 Industrial Drive, Vienna. Call 618-658-1112 for an appointment. Proud sponsor of Vienna Eagles and Lady Eagles basketball.
And we're back, getting ready for the start of this evening's game between the Vienna Eagles and the Ziegler-Royalton Tornado. The ZR has had a tough year this year, and I expect Vienna to come out in a full court press, just like the JV did, and try to jump up on top of ZR quickly in the first quarter. And the Ziegler-Royalton Tornadoes are not a real tall basketball team. They're going to have a difficult time matching up with the Eagles tonight. But the starting lineup, as the cheerleaders come out to do the school song, but Ziegler-Royalton's lineup goes like this. At a guard, a 5'10 sophomore, number 2, Chase Van Horbeck. And also at a guard, a 5'8 senior, number 24, Talon Mills. At a forward, number 23, Ashton Abersham. He's a 6'1 senior. And the other forward, a 6' senior, number 52, Patrick Soder. And at center, a 6'2 sophomore, number 41, River Freeman. Their head coach is Jimmy Stevens, and assistant is Cameron Newton. For the Eagles, a little bit different starting lineup today as Tommy Hullhubner is out sick. At a guard, 22, a 6'2 junior, Owen Treat. Also at a guard, number 23, a 5'9 senior, Caden Vaughn. At a forward, number 2, 6'5", a senior, is Charlie King. And the other forward, number 10, a 6'2 junior, Dayton Nichols. And at center this afternoon, a 6'2 junior, number 44, Buddy Clay. Stephen Dreer is the head coach. Roger Webb, Chris Watson, Ross Hill are the assistants. And they stopped the clock at 3 minutes, waiting for the teams to come back out on the floor. But this game is going to be starting way early, as the first game was a very quick basketball game. Vienna comes back out. ZR should be coming out here in just a moment. Our officials for tonight's game, a very veteran crew: Rob Reeder, Chris Mosier, and Mike Eastwood. And it looks like Mike Eastwood will be tipping it up at center court. In the first half, Vienna will be going from your left to right. They'll be going toward the student section here in this first half. The second section, they'll be going toward the stage area where the big clock is here on the floor. Gym is set up east and west here in the Vienna Gymnasium. Vienna's next game, obviously, tomorrow night, homecoming night, but next week, the Vienna Eagles will play 2 games, both of them on the road. They'll have Tuesday night, the 13th, against Pope County. The JV game starts at 6 o'clock. The varsity game will start around 7:30. 7:15 will be on the air approximately against the Pope County Patriots. And then on Saturday evening, back in conference play at Johnston City. And that ought to be a very good basketball game. Johnston City coming off of a tremendous season, finishing second, getting to the semifinals of the football in 2A before they got knocked off, but they got beaten by Decatur St. Teresa. And then 6 of the 8 parochial schools won the 6 of the 8 classes were won by parochial schools. So a very fair setup by the great state of Illinois. Then the following week, the week before Christmas, we have just one game, and that's here at Vienna High School against the Cobden Apple Knockers. And then we'll have the El Dorado tournament starting the day after Christmas, the 26th Monday, the 27th on Tuesday, and the 28th on Wednesday. El Dorado will be over at the El Dorado tournament, and that'll be a stacked affair. You're going to have a lot of really good basketball teams over there, so that'll give Vian an indication of really where they're at, stacked up against other the higher elite teams in 2A basketball in Southern Illinois, because they'll all be there, just about all of them anyway. The rest of them will be over at Pinckneyville. So you've got two big tournaments with a lot of 2A schools at the Pinckneyville and then over at El Dorado. The girls, they will be in action. They lost last night in the championship game at the City of Metropolis tournament. They'll be at Goreville in their second conference game, and then they'll be hosting Christopher on Thursday. So they have Goreville at Goreville Monday night. That'll be a tough game, and then they'll really have a tough game as we get to see Amaya Hargrove as a junior. So then they'll play on the December 19th, Monday night against West Frankfort. That'll be here. That's a pickup game that they picked up for one of the Trico games that they lost. So we'll turn it over to David Hill here.
Before we meet the starting lineups, I'd like to ask that you all please rise and face the flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem by Vian High School sophomore, Mr. Brian King. First up, a 5'10" junior, number 2, Chase Van Gorbeck. Next is 6'1" senior, number 23, Ashton Abramson. Next is 5'8" senior, number 24, Tyler Mills. 6'2" sophomore, number 41, River Freeman. 6' senior, number 52, Patrick Soder. Head coach for the Tornadoes is Jimmy Stevens. He's assisted by Cameron Hill. Officials for tonight's Black Diamond Conference, RC women basketball, and Rob Reeder, Mike Easterwood, and Chris Lozier.
be Cato. Hopefully his knee is able to respond to treatment. He's doing therapy right now, he tells me. Second free throw is also good. Hull-Humner went out with 4 points, and it's 15-5, a 10-point Eagle lead with 3:10 to go here in the first quarter. Van Horbeck brings it into the front court, working against Treat. Right side over to Mills. They try to dump it inside, knocked away by Hull-Humner, and Hull-Humner comes out of there with it. Nice play. And Hull-Humner stepped out of bounds. That'll be the second turnover on the Eagles. Mills will inbound the ball. Cole McKinney's in there, a 6'4 junior for the ZR. Ball's knocked loose. Treat comes out there with it. And again, Hull-Humner is the one who messed it up. Bounce pass from Nichols down to King. And King is going to be fouled on the floor. And this will go against number 41, River Freeman. That'll be Freeman's second, 5th team. And 2 players on their team are monopolizing the fouls. Oh, what a pass from Treat to Hull-Humner. Lays it up and in. Hull-Humner now with 6, and it's 17-5. Right side, Mills has it. They dump it down into McKinney. McKinney triple team. Hull-Humner gets the block and the steal. Down over to Treat. Lays it up to Nichols. Up and in. Vienna running the floor well. 19-5. Into the front court. Van Horbeck with the ball. Ball's knocked loose, and it goes off of Van Horbeck. Dayton Nichols knocked that one loose. Soder's coming back in. That is the 5th turnover on ZR with 2:11 to go here in the first quarter. Hull-Humner passes it into Treat. Treat doesn't have any points, but he does have 5 assists. Hull-Humner for 3, no good. Tip up by King, no good. Solner with the rebound. He gets it over to Van Horbeek. Behind the back dribble. Top of the key. Into the paint. Knocked loose by Hull-Humner. Saved by King. Over to Waters. Waters down to Treat. Treat lays it up and in. Treat on the board. 21-5. ZR wants a timeout. We'll take a break. It's a 30. We'll be right back.
Life packs plenty of surprises. You never know what waits around the next corner, but you can prepare for it. Ask your local Pekin insurance agent about an affordable term or whole life insurance policy. You'll worry less, enjoy your time more, and have a plan for the unexpected. Request a free life insurance quote at PekinInsurance.com and start protecting your future today. In Vienna, contact Chester Lawrence at Lawrence & Bean Insurance Agency at 618-658-9121, and they'll go beyond the expected for you.
Vienna much quicker all over the place than ZR. Treat, Nichols, Hull-Humner, King, and Waters, the 5 Eagles on the floor right now, coming out of the timeout. Van Horbeek brings it into the front court. Picked up by Treat. Bounces it left side over to Soder. Ball knocked loose by King. Mills will inbound it. Bounces it to Van Horbeek, and he'll out by center court. Takes it to the right side. Now he's between the circles. 1:30 to go here in the first quarter, 21-5. Vienna on a 19-1 run, and we're going to get a foul. Nichols, I think it is his first non-shooting foul. That's their 4th team foul. They get into Van Horbeek, and Treat's going to pick up this foul. A little bit too aggressive. His first, team 5th. Now both teams with 5 team fouls. Vienna has spread it out a little bit. Van Horbeek. Skip pass. Left side to Freeman. Freeman brings it to the top of the key, the free throw line, down to McKinney. And McKinney's going to drop his shoulder and going to pick up a charge. Cole McKinney dropped his shoulder to clear out. That'll be the 6th turnover. That's their 6th team foul. And that'll put Vienna in the bonus for the entire second quarter. 1:10 to go. King with a little drive. A little floater's good. It sat on the front of the rim and then fell in 23-5. Van Horbeek brings it into the front court. Vanna didn't press at all. Hallhumner knocks it loose. Steals. Down to King, to Nichols, or Treat to Nichols, up and in. Nichols with another basket as Treat is seeing the floor very well, 25-5. Hallhumner with another steal. Van Herbeek, he is really playing well tonight. Right side to Freeman. I don't wish this on anybody, but shoot, the way he's playing tonight, he should be sick all the time, right? Mills goes right side, bounces it to Van Horbeek. Long three, short. McKinney with the rebound, off the glass, no good. And Waters with the rebound. Or no, that was, Waters. He gets it up over to Nichols, no good. We're going to have a tie-up. And we have 3 new guys coming in. Let's see. Buddy Clay's back in there. And Job Winterroud. He told me it was Winter Road. Long three at the buzzer, no good. And that's how the first quarter comes to a close. We've played 8 minutes, 25-5 Vienna. We'll be right back after these messages.
Susie and Danny Joe Trevelyan, along with Joel and Judd and the families of Trevelyan Farms in Grantsburg, wish the Vienna boys and girls basketball teams good luck. Congratulations to the seniors for all your dedication and hard work. And good luck not only this season, but for the rest of your lives. Once again, good luck to all the Vienna teams from Trevelyan Farms.
Hi, I'm Steve Fowler, owner of Fowler Heating and Cooling. Did you know that we are your true local solar power installer right here in Southern Illinois? Let Fowler Heating and Cooling bring you the power of the sun. Many installations require little or no money out of your pocket, and at Fowler Heating and Cooling, our name goes on everything we do, so you know you're getting the best solar power services in the area. Learn more at FowlerHeatingandCooling.com or call us today at 997-5288.
We're back. 25-5 after one quarter. We had 2 lead changes, 1 tie. Vienna finished the quarter on a 23-1 run to finish out the first quarter. Vienna will have the basketball to start the second quarter. Hallhumner off the pass from Treat is good. And Hallhumner now with 8 points, 7 for Charlie King, 7 for Dayton Nichols, 2 for Owen Treat, and 3 for Buddy Clay. Treat has 7 assists in that first quarter. Turnover by Van Horbeek out by center court. Jacob Winterroud, Tommy Hallhumner, Caden Vaughn, Owen Treat, and Buddy Clay, the 5 Eagles on the floor right now. And they have their starting 5 on the floor. Van Horbeek, Abramson, Mills, Freeman, and Soder. Long three by Treat is no good, and it goes out of bounds off of ZR. Treat way out on top to Winterround. Over to Treat in the corner. Skip pass right side to Vaughn. Vaughn, nice head and shoulders fake. 12-footer, too strong. Tip up, no good. Soder with the rebound for ZR. He hands it over to Van Horbeek, and with 7:10 to go here in the second quarter, into the front court. Van Horbeek bounces it over to Abramson. Ball's knocked on the ground, and Winterroad does a nice job of diving down there to get the tie-up. This possession on the tie-up will go to ZR. We've played 1 minute, no scoring here in the second quarter. Van Horbeek working against Winterround. Over to, blocked by Vaughn against Mills. He takes it into the glass and puts it up and in. He got blocked and stayed with it and gets the basket, his first basket of the night. Treat gets the basket, and the foul will go against ZR. Number 2, Van Horbeek with the foul, his first. Treat with the basket, trying for a three-point play, and it's no good as it bounced on the rim twice. Van Horbeek comes out of there with it. And we're going to get a foul on the Eagles. 6:33 to go. Count the basket. And the foul on Job. Winterroad. Rebound by ZR off the missed free throw and right through the hands of Freeman on a hot pass. I think it's going to stay with .632 to go. It'll be ZR ball as it was tipped by Vienna. Mills in the corner, goes off of Vaughn. He chases it down. 27-9 is our 29-9. Mills off of Van Horbeek. Winterround with the steal. He takes it down, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by ZR. Into the front court to Abramson. Or that's Freeman. Stolen away by Winterround again. Over to Hulhubner. To Vaughn. In the left corner to Treat. They knocked out of bounds by Van Horbeek. They tried to get it to Job. And it's knocked out of bounds. Job Winterround, a 5'8" sophomore. Hulhubner has it in the corner. Out on top over to Job. Stop and go dribble to Vaughn. Vaughn goes right side, finger roll up and in. Caden Vaughn in the column of scoring, 31-9. Van Horbeek brings it into the front court. Charlie King going to come in at the next whistle. Behind the back dribble, he goes to the right side to the wing. Picks up the ball, over to Mills. Mills almost stolen by Waters. He knocked it loose. King's going to come in for Hulhubner. And Cole McKinney coming back in for ZR, going to replace Patrick Soder. McKinney is 6'4" junior. Soder is 6 foot senior. Van Horbeek, a sophomore with the ball. 5:35 to go in the first half. Mills on top over to Freeman. Into the paint. McKinney high off the glass, adjusted his shot because of Waters. The shot up, no good. Tip up, no good. Buddy Clay comes out there with it. Over to Vaughn. Vaughn down to King, lays it up and in. Charlie King with the basket. Vaughn with the assist, and it's 33-9. 5:03 to go here in the first half. Van Horbeek brings it across the, almost not, it was stolen by Vaughn. Vaughn, finger roll, good off the steal. 35-9. Just overplaying the pass was Caden Vaughn. Almost did it again. Vienna much, much quicker. Freeman comes out, and number 35, Chase Speakman, a 5'9" junior, comes in. They dump it into Van Horbeek. Van Horbeek working against Winterround, behind the back dribble. Ball's loose on the ground, knocked loose again. He comes up with the ball, gets it out on top over to Abramson. Abramson's going to be fouled on the drive to the hole. Buddy Clay will, nope, they're going to get 23, Caden Vaughn. 24, Jacob Waters. A lot of twos out there. Treat, Vaughn, Waters. To the free throw line will be Ashton Abramson. He'll have 2 free throws. 35-9 is our score. On a 10-4 run this quarter. Free throw is good. They're in double digits. Abramson now in the scoring column. 4:31 to go here in quarter number 2. His second free throw, nothing but the bottom of the net, and it's 35-11. King into the front court, top of the key. Left side to Waters. Waters, skip pass, back to King. Wide open three off the back of the rim. ZR comes out there with it. With the rebound with Speakman, and he's going to be fouled by Charlie King. That'll be his second. And we're going to have a 1-and-1. As a matter of fact, both teams in the bonus. Speakman to the free throw line. He'll shoot a 1-and-1. And coming in, number 11 is Hunter Webb, going to replace Waters. Hunter Webb, a 5'10 sophomore. Speakman's first free throw is good. He's in the scoring column. Will be given the bonus. 35-12. .416 to go here in the first half. His second free throw, really good looking shot. Made it. He's got 2. Here comes Vaughn into the front court. Over to Webb. Webb gets it to King, can't get it over there. Goes out of bounds. And that'll be Vienna's third turnover of the game. Van Horbeek brings it across the half line as we pass under the 4-minute mark in the second quarter. Van Horbeek gets it over to Abramson. Abramson dumps it down to Mills. Mills, shot was blocked by King. Here comes Vienna into the front court. Webb down to Clay. Clay has it knocked away from him. And it will stay with Vienna under their own goal. I'm Ron Ellis for WIBH. Hope you enjoy the broadcast here this evening in the Vienna High School Connection. Clay has it, little half scoop shot, sort of a semi-hook, and Buddy Clay has 5 points, and it's 37-13. Van Horbeek brings it into the front court. Man-to-man pressure by Vienna the whole game. Van Horbeek gets it down over to Freeman. Freeman has a shot blocked by King. 3-on-1. King over to Webb. And Webb is going to walk. 4 turnovers on Vienna. Patrick Soder coming back in, going to replace Chase Speakman. Owen Treat, Dayton Nichols, and Tommy Holhubner comes in for Winterroud, Vaughn, and Clay. 3:19 to go here in quarter number 2, and we're ready. Van Horbeek brings it in, and Treat's going to pick him up at center court, forcing him to his left. He dribbles with his left, but he likes to go to the right. Out on top, Aberson dribbles inside, crossover step, no good. King with the rebound. King, long outlet over to Webb. Webb, finger roll up and in. Webb's in the scoring column. King has the assist, and it's 39-13. 2:42 to go. Van Horbeek brings it into the front court. Picks up the dribble. He's in trouble. 5-second count is on. He just throws it up for grabs, and King comes out there with it, and he steps on the out-of-bounds line. Didn't have enough room as he was stealing the basketball. It would have been a 2-on-none break had he been able to corral it and stay in bounds. Van Horbeek in the back court, hassled by Treat. That's the 11th turnover on ZR. Treat, long 3, got it. He's got 7, and it's 42-13. 2:20 to go here in the second quarter. Van Horbeek out on top, right side, over to Mills. Mills stops, passes it at the feet of Abramson and can't do anything with it, and that is their 12th turnover. 2:10 Hull-Humner into Treat. Treat, baseball pass up to King. King, right side to Webb, 15-footer, rims out, long tip out, comes out to Webb. Webb to Hull-Humner to King. Oh, what a pass from King down to Hull-Humner in the low block. Beautiful pass, Hull-Humner with the basket, and it's 44-13. That was a beautiful pass from Charlie King. Right side, over to Mills. Mills, long deuce, no good, and Nichols knocks it out of bounds and takes it out of bounds. 1:32 to go. Speakman comes back in. Mills has a seat for ZR. Van Horn, oh, what a beautiful inbounds pass. Nobody picks Soder up going down the lane. He has the basket, and it's 44-15 as Vienna fell asleep. Out on top, Treat. Into King. 5-footer, got the roll. 46-15. 1:10 to go. Van Herbeek brings it into the front court. Out by center court. Double team. And we're going to get a foul on either Nichols or Treat. Nichols picks up the foul. That'll be his second. Van Herbeek will go to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. Chase Van Herbeek, the sophomore's first free throw, is good. He has 3 points on the evening. He will be given the bonus. With 61 seconds to go here in this first half. All Vienna in the very beginning. ZR had their first and only lead of the game at 4-2. He makes the second free throw. King blocked. Here comes ZR. And they throw it away. Van Herbeek goes into the stands. Nice hustle by the sophomore. Ball, Treat. Thought about a three, doesn't take it. Working against Van Herbeek. Cross, oh, what a pass to Hull-Humner down in the low block. Beautiful pass. And it's 48-17. 12 points now for Hull-Humner off the bench. They just throw it up for grabs. It's knocked loose. Van Herbeek comes out there with it. Tipped by King, down to Solder, up, and got the roll. Soder gets the basket, 48-19. Quickly into the front court, Treat to Hull-Humner with 15 seconds to go. Hull-Humner to King. Nichols, top of the key. Over to Webb, to Treat. Oh, what a pass to King. He can't handle it. Takes a shot up, off the glass, no good, and that's how the first half comes to a close. 48-19. Eagles will total things up and be back here at Vienna High School after these messages.
Are you saving enough to maintain your current lifestyle throughout your retirement years? Is it time to increase your retirement plan contributions? Is your asset allocation consistent with your retirement planning goals? Rodney Golson at Golson Financial Services can help you determine if it would be in your best interest to revisit your retirement planning goals. Call him today at 618-658-7008 or simply stop by the office to arrange a free, no-obligation personal consultation. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Southern Trust Bank in Vienna would like to wish Vienna Eagle Boys Coach Dreer and Vienna Eagle Girls Coach Metcalf good luck this basketball season. Southern Trust Bank is locally owned with branches in Goreville and Marion and an ATM at the Lake of Egypt. With home interest rates at record lows, call them for help lowering your monthly mortgage payment or let them assist you in buying that new house. Or talk to them if you need financing for a new auto or truck. Southern Trust Bank, 618-658-8888.
You already know H&R Block does taxes, but you may not know you can get expert help in person or virtually, or that our tax pros average 10 years of experience. You can even request the same tax pro every year, and your biggest possible refund is always guaranteed. At H&R Block, help is here. All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund. Limitations apply. See hrblock.com/guarantees.
This is Mary Kay Harris from your locally owned H&R Block in Anna, Illinois. We're open early and late for your convenience, so whether it's day or night, we're here to help.
Larry and Ned Trevelyan of Trevelyan Brothers Construction would like to wish the Vienna Eagles boys and girls basketball teams good luck this season. Call Trevelyan Brothers Construction for a bid for any residential or commercial construction need. They also can provide landscaping for your residential or commercial projects. Trevelyan Brothers Construction is located at 1915 State Route 146 East, Vienna, Illinois. Give Ned Trevelyan a call to set up a time for a quote at 618-658-4590.
We're back here at Vienna High School, where the Eagles have a comfortable and commanding 48-19 lead here at halftime. It was a 2-0 lead as Vienna jumped out to a 2-0 lead. ZR tied it at 2, took the lead 4-2. Vienna hit a three-pointer. It was Buddy Clay had a traditional three-point. Or no, that was a three-pointer. That was by Charlie King, the only three that was hit in the first quarter. The new way. Buddy Clay had a traditional three-point play, but after Vienna trailed 4-2, they went on a 23-1 run to close out the first quarter and led 25-5. They outscored ZR 23-14 in the second quarter for a present 48-19 score. 6 Tornadoes in the scoring column. Leading the way with 7 points is Patrick Soder, the big inside guy. 4 points by Chase Van Horbeek. 2 points by Ashton Abramson, both free throws. A basket by Talon Mills for 2 points. 2 points by Chase Speakman off the bench. River Freeman has a basket for 2 points. And that's their 19. They are 7 of 8 from the free throw line in the first half, as that's a very good free throw shooting percentage. And that's 88%. Trouble is they haven't got there a lot. The 13 turnovers on the Tornadoes in the first half. The Eagles have 2 people in double figures. The leading scorer in the game is Tommy Holhumer off the bench. He has 5 baskets, 2 of 2 from the free throw line for his 12 points. Charlie King has a 3 and 4 deuces for 11 points. Dayton Nichols has 3 baskets, 1 of 2 from the free throw line for 7 points. Owen Treat has a 3, 2 baskets, and 0 of 1 from the free throw line for 7 points. Caden Vaughn has 2 baskets for 4 points, and Buddy Clay has a traditional 3-point play and another basket for 5 points. The Eagles have and Hunter Webb has a basket for 2 points. So the Eagles have 14 points off the bench, and ZR has 2 points off the bench. 14 points off the bench for the Eagles, and they have 19 points as a team. Vienna has 4 turnovers in the first half, and we'll see a lot of people in the second half, I would imagine, for both teams. But Vienna have been they haven't pressed, but they've really kept the pressure up, and Vienna is much, much quicker than the ZR Tornado here tonight. As we have the dance team for Vienna out here on the floor. 5:23 to go here in the halftime, and we'll be ready for action. We're going to send it back, take another quick break, and we'll be back for more right after these messages.
The Goddard family at Goddard's Auto Body would like to welcome the Vienna girls and boys back to the hardwood. Goddard's Auto Body provides 24-hour towing, collision repair, brakes and shocks, alignments, oil changes, and configure your car or truck with a new set of tires. Goddard's Auto Body is located at 865 Old Route 146 Loop. Call them at 618-658-3191 and see what Goddard's Auto Body can do for you. From the Goddard family at Goddard's Auto Body, good luck to the Vienna girls and boys this season. Go Eagles! Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Russ Kruger, your Vienna Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Russ Kruger is a proud sponsor of Vienna Eagles and Lady Eagles basketball. For all of your investment needs, call Russ Kruger at 618-658-2222 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Rusty's Home Center in Anna, Vienna, and Goreville wishes all the teams in Union and Johnson counties good luck this basketball season. It's nice to see you back on the hardwood. Speaking of hardwood, go to Rusty's for all of your lumber needs for new construction or home repair. Or if you need new doors, new windows, a new roof, or you want a new kitchen, they can do it all at Rusty's Home Center in Anna, Vienna, and Goreville. Call Rusty's in Anna at 618-833-2101, in Vienna at 618-658-3761, or in Goreville at 618-995-5068.
We're back here tonight at the Vienna High School where it's 48-19. The Eagles over the Tornadoes is in their first conference game. Interesting game about 40 miles south of us at Massac County High School tonight in the River to River Ohio division. Two undefeated teams squaring off with each other, the Murfreesboro Red Devils and the Massac County Patriots tonight. That ought to be a whale of a basketball game in Massac County. The girls have played at Massac County this week, and they went 2-1 as they knocked off Carbondale and Meridian and then lost to Massac County last night in the championship game. The Eagles, Vienna ladies, are 6-3 with that loss last night. The boys are 5-1 going into tonight's game, and there's no reason to think that they wouldn't win this game and go 6-1, 1-0 in the conference. Foul situation. 3 fouls on ZR for Ashton Abramson, 2 fouls for River Freeman, 1 foul on Cole McKinney, and 1 foul on Chase Van Horbeck. On the Eagles side, Caden Vaughn has 2 fouls. Dayton Nichols has 2 fouls. Charlie King has 2 fouls. 1 foul on Job Winterroad, and one foul on Jacob Waters. 9 assists for Owen Treat to go with his 7 points. 2 assists for Charlie King with his 11 points, and Dayton Nichols has an assist to go with his 7 points. Caden Vaughn has an assist to go with his 4 points. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 assists by the Eagles in the first half. 1:35 to go before the start of this second half here tonight, and it could very well be a quick evening. There was a quick evening on the JV level as Vienna won 66-23 in the JV game, and we will more than likely have a continuous clock here in the second half of the fourth quarter also here this evening. Tomorrow night, homecoming. JV starts at 5 o'clock against Trico, and then the varsity game will be around 6:30 p.m. As soon as they're going to get that game started as they have the coronation festivities right here in this gym, and then go up and have the dance in the upper gym. I'm not sure. I got to find out from David Hill what they call that. It used to be the girls' gym, but I don't know what they call it now. It's a beautiful gymnasium. How they fixed it up. Had the old boiler system in there with the radiators. Man, that gym would get hot. As they come out of the huddle, Vienna will go from your right to left as you face your radio. They'll go toward the big scoreboard. Mike Eastman is ready. Eastwood is ready. No relation to Clint. And coming out, we've got Van Horbeek, their original starters. Ashton Abramson, Talon Mills, River Freeman, and Patrick Soder. And Charlie King, Caden Vaughn, Dayton Nichols, Buddy Clay, and Owen Treat, the original starting five for Vienna also. And we are ready for action. King will inbound it at center court. Everybody's matching up, and we're going to play man-to-man. Vaughn brings it across the half court. Treat on the left wing. Down to Nichols on the left baseline. Nichols takes a couple of dribbles out to the free throw line, right side to Treat. Treat from the right elbow, kicks it back out. Treat has it back after a pass from Nichols. Down to Clay, he can't handle it. He picks it up, ball's knocked away from him. And we're going to get a foul on ZR, it appears. The foul on ZR, we'll see who. Oh no, we're going to get Buddy Clay. I'm guessing Buddy Clay. It is. Coach Dreer wants an explanation. Apparently he pushed off with his elbow or his arm trying to get the ball. Into the front court comes Van Horbeek. He bounces it over to Abramson. Abramson working against Nichols. Charges. So that'll be Abramson's fourth foul. Their first turnover of the half. Each team with a turnover now in the first. Treat down to King. King lost the ball, tried to no-look pass into Clay, to Vaughn, to King, or that's Owen Treat. So Caden Vaughn down to Treat. Treat with 9, and it's 50-19. Van Horbeek brings it into the front court. Left side to Abramson. Thrown away. Vaughn to Treat. He can't. He does save it. Back to King. Up and in. Beautiful play over to King, and set up by the steal by Caden Vaughn. 52-19. Vienna running the floor well. Treat really sees the floor well, and he's just a junior. Stolen by Caden Vaughn again. Vaughn takes it down, lays it up and in off the steal. He's got 6, and it's 54-19. 16 turnovers on the Tornado with 19 points, 6:05 to go here in the third. Van Horbeek, top of the key, gets it into Abramson. Or no, that's Talon Mills, and Mills is going to be fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. And Caden Vaughn with the reach in. That'll be his third. And Mills, first free throws of the night. Free throws good. 54-20. Mills now with 3 points. His second free throw rattles out, tip up, no good. And King comes out there with it. He gets it up to Treat. Treat into the front court, back to King. No look pass over to Nichols. His shot up, no good. Rebound by Freeman. Freeman shovels it over to Van Horbeek. He dribbles out of trouble. Pretty good little dribbler for the sophomore. Into the front court. Leaves it, left it for Abramson. Barely came up with it. Behind the back dribble. Clay with the steal over to King. Down to Vaughn. Lays it up and got it. Vaughn with 8. 56-20. Van Horbeek brings it into the front court, walking it across. Van Horbeek. Push to his left. Abramson for 3, long. Soder for the rebound. Over to Mills. Shovel pass down to Soder. Left it short. King with the rebound. Long outlet to Treat. Treat behind the back dribble. Gets it back down to Clay. Clay puts it off the glass and in. (58-20). Clay now with 7 points. Van Horbeek gets it to Abramson. Abramson working against Nichols. Ball's knocked loose. Gets it somehow over to Freeman. Freeman right side to Mills. Mills underneath the basket, throws it away. King over to Treat. Treat down to Vaughn. Vaughn skills, lays it up and in. Another fast break drill by the Eagles. Easy for me to say. And it's a 40-point Eagle lead, 60-20 with 4 minutes and 12 seconds. And we're going to get some wholesale changes for both teams at the next whistle. Abramson, top of the key, launches a three, got it. Abramson drains a three, he's got 5, and it's 60-23. Down to Clay from Nichols. Buddy Clay gets the basket. 62-23. Timeout called by ZR, and we got a bunch of changes coming in. 11, 13, and 4. 30-second timeout. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back.
We'll all leave a legacy of memories behind, and your wishes are of the utmost concern. Whether you choose traditional burial, cremation, or mausoleum entombment, let Bailey Monument Company in Vienna assist you with the design of a custom memorial. Since 2012, they have provided a full line of cemetery monuments, markers, mausoleums, cremation memorials, and pet memorials. Bailey Monument Company, 618-658-2311, a proud sponsor of Vienna Eagles and Lady Eagles basketball.
Vienna on a 14-4 run here in this quarter. Tommy Hallhumner came in. Hunter Webb came in, and Job Winterroud came in. 3:44 to go here in the third quarter as Horbeck brings it across the 10-second line. Well, now it's a 1-3-1 zone by the Eagles. Abramson gets it down underneath to McKinney, misses the bunny. Rebound comes out of there to Webb. He gets it over to Treat. Treat into the front court, right side to King for 3, got it. 65-23. Another assist for Treat. He's got 12 on the night. Out on top, Abramson bounces it to Van Horbeek. Van Horbeek not been able to breathe with Treat on him. Job Winterroud knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with ZR. 3:01 to go in the third. Van Horbeek gets it in to Abramson. Thought about a three, over to Mills. Mills, double team. Kicks it, bounces it. Nolan Brown, a 6'2 freshman, is in there for the Tornado. On the baseline, Van Horbeek gets it to Mills. Out on top, over to Brown. Brown to Abramson, picks up the dribble. They work it around the exterior. Mills for 3 off the back of the rim. Treat bats it around. He comes up with a loose ball down to Hallhumner, lays it up and in. Baseball pass by Treat, beautiful pass. And it's 67-23 as Hallhumner now with 14 points on the afternoon. Abramson might have been partially blocked, but McKinney comes out there with the layup, 67-25. And going the other way, Hallhumner with another basket, 69-25. Horbeck on the baseline to Mills. He steps out of bounds. And Treat's coming out. Number 21, Owen Whitnell, comes in, a 6'2 junior. Tommy Hallhumner, Job Winterroad. Jacob Waters is in there now. Owen Whitnell and Hunter Webb. Let me mark these so it'll be easier to find. And Tommy Hallhumner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Winterround into the front court to Webb, and Hallhumner comes up with a loose ball, gets it down underneath over to Whitnell. He misses the shot, and into the front court is Van Horbeek. Right side over to Mills. Mills kicks it back out to Van Horbeek for 3 off the base of the rim, no good. Long rebound comes out to Waters to Winterroad. Winterode over to Whitnell. Whitnell has it knocked away from him. It'll stay with Vienna under their own goal with 1:15 to go. It's 69-25 lead. Vienna will have the continuous clock in the fourth quarter. All goes off of Vienna. That's their 6th turnover. Van Horbeek brings it into front court. Man-to-man pressure by the Eagles. Left side, they bounce it down to Freeman. Out on top, Mills has it. Right side to Van Horbeek. Baseball pass into Soder. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with. ZR. Carl Hubner comes out into the game. Number 50, Nick Johnson, a 6'5", junior for the Eagles. And Johnson came in. He may not be in the book. I'm guessing Nick Johnson wasn't in the book, is the only thing that makes any sense here. It's going to be a technical foul on Vienna. That'll be a bench technical. So Nick Johnson wasn't in the book when he came in. That becomes a technical foul. That'll be the second team foul on Vienna. And to the free throw line to shoot 2 will be Talon Mills. His first free throw is good. 69-26. 50.8 seconds to go in the third. Second free throw is no good. He now has 4 points on the evening, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, and it will be ZR ball here at center court. Van Horbeek. It's a 1-3-1 zone by the Eagles. Left side over to Freeman. Freeman hands it back over to Mills. Van Horbeek turns, spins, kicks it back out to Mills for 3 off the base of the rim, no good. Soder is fouled, and he come down on somebody's foot. Hunter Webb with the foul. That'll be his first. And Patrick Soder will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. His first is no good. If Soder makes this, he'll come out. 31.9 seconds to go. His second free throw is up, and it is good. 69-27 is Soder now with 8 points. And coming in for him is number 35, Chase Speakman, 5'9" junior. Job Winterode into the front court to Waters, in the right corner to Webb. Webb bounces it out to Whitnell. Whitnell, left side over to Waters, to Winterode. 17 seconds to go. Top of the key to Webb. Webb has it go out of bounds off of Van Horbeek. Whitnell will inbound the ball in the corner. Back into the Vienna bench. 10.4 seconds to go. They bounce it into Winterode. Winterode into the paint, dumps it down underneath to Johnson, and Johnson has a shot block, gets it back. Blocked again, they said. Van Horbeek, the ball, the quarter comes to a close with Vienna ahead 69-27. We'll be back after these messages.
Vienna Automotive Center is much more than just tires, brakes, and oil changes. They can also work on your exhaust systems, engine and transmission replacements, digital vehicle inspections, transmission and coolant flushes, and brake system flushes. And talk to them about their induction cleaning service, a great way to improve your vehicle's performance and gas mileage. Vienna Automotive Center, 35 Industrial Drive, Vienna. Call 618-658-1112 for an appointment. Proud sponsor of Vienna Eagles and Lady Eagles basketball.
Your home is your sanctuary and your most valuable asset. Whether you live in a small apartment or a large house, your local Pekin Insurance agent has a homeowner's or renter's policy to meet your lifestyle and budget with expert claim service if the need arises. Protect your refuge today by requesting a free quote at PekinInsurance.com. In Vienna, contact Chester Lawrence at Lawrence & Bean Insurance Agency at 618-658-9121, and they'll go beyond the expected for you.
Susie and Danny Joe Trevelyan, along with Joel and Judd and the families of Trevelyan Farms in Grantsburg, wish the Vienna boys and girls basketball teams good luck. Congratulations to the seniors for all your dedication and hard work. And good luck not only this season, but for the rest of your lives. Once again, good luck to all the Vienna teams from Trevelyan Farms.
And we're back for the fourth quarter. Vienna with a 69-27 lead, shot up from the corner by ZR's Abramson. No good, and the fight for the rebound. We're going to have a foul on this. It was a scrum under there, and the foul will go against number 21, Owen Whitnell, his first, and the first free throw is no good by Freeman. Second free throw is also no good. Nick Johnson with the rebound. Johnson, they bring it in the front court to Winterroad. Winterroad, right side, over to Webb. Ball's loose on the ground, and we're going to have a tie-up. Possession arrow will go to Vienna. And then coming in is number 5, Levi Harris. Harris is a 5'7" junior for the Eagles. That'll be Vienna ball. Whitnell gets it in to Waters, knocked from him, gets it back out over to Webb. Webb, top of the key, poke check from behind. Webb gets it back, bounces it to Harris. Right side to Waters. Waters bounces it down deep to Johnson. Johnson off the glass, no good. Fight for the loose ball, comes out of there to Freeman. Freeman with 6:18 to go. Gets it to Van Horbeek into the front court, behind the back dribble, working against Harris. Turns, spins, kicks it back left side over to Abramson. His three, too strong. Rebound fought for, and it bounces it off of Whitnell. Freeman does. And coming in is Cole McKinney, replacing Ashton Abramson. 5:50, the clock is going to continue to run. Van Horbeek gets it in, down on the low block to Brown, over to McKinney, kicks it back out. Long deuce is good by Freeman. Freeman now with 4, and it's 69-29. Vienna won the quarter split for the third quarter, 21-8. Whitnell shot no good. Van Horbeek with the rebound. Van Horbeek goes coast to coast, puts it up and scores. 69-31. Coming all the other way, finger roll, too strong. Rebound by Whitnell, that was by Webb. Whitnell has the ball blocked out of bounds, and will be under 5 minutes to go when they get it in. Whitnell gets it in to Webb. Webb forces it up and he walks before he can get fouled. 7 turnovers on the Eagles, 19 on the Tornado. Charlie King was 16, Tommy Hull-Humner was 16, 7 for Dayton Nichols, 2 for Hunter Webb, 9 for Owen Treat, 10 for Caden Vaughn, and 9 for Buddy Clay. Treat finished with 13 assists here tonight. Down deep, over to McKinney, up, no good. Rebound comes out there to Waters, nice hops. Waters is fouled, no call. It'll take a miracle to get a foul called now. They bounce it in the right corner. Webb's 12-footer's good. And we're going to have wholesale substitutions. 71-31, 40-point lead. And now Charlie King comes in. Caden Vaughn comes in. Wow. So Tommy Holhumner, Buddy Clay, Charlie King, and Dayton Nichols. And Owen Treat, they throw it away. (71-31). Treat to King for three off the side of the rim. Holhumner saves it. Back on top to Treat. Treat to Holhumner. On top to Nichols, right side to Treat. To Buddy Clay from the right elbow. Back to Holhumner. Holhumner steps in, little runner, doesn't get the roll. And coming out of there with it is Ethan Bintz. Shot up and in by Holhumner. He's got 18, and it's 73-31. Ball's knocked loose. Donovan Bambo had the ball knocked away. Treat. Over to King. Nichols shot up and in. Nichols makes it 75-31. Treat. Baseball pass down to King. Charlie lays it up and in. Speakman in the corner. Kicks it out on top. They work it around the horn. Ball stolen by Treat again. Down to King. King lays it up and in. 15 assists by Treat. Whole new 5 in now. And Winterroud, Waters, Webb, Harris, and ball taken away by Job. Job puts it off the glass, leaves it short. Waters with a nice follow, up and in. His first basket of the night, off the steal. 77-31, or that's 81. Rebound taken out of there. Waters has it. He loses possession of it. Thrown up for grabs. Nick Johnson comes out there with it. Three-pointer by Harris is too strong. Rebound comes out to Brown. Brown gets it to Bambo, a 5'9" senior. Donovan Bambo with the ball. Working against Job Winterroad. Into the left corner. Over to Speakman. They working around the horn. Three-pointer put up by Ethan Bintz, a senior. No good. Rebound taken out by Vienna and then thrown away. 30 seconds to go in the game. Base again. Throws it high. Comes out of there to Harris. And Vienna's just going to run it out here. 17 seconds to go. Waters backs it up, and our final score will be 81-31, a 50-point Vienna lead. Win. That's the final score, 81-31. We'll total everything up and be back for our post-game show after these messages.
Hi, I'm Steve Fowler, owner of Fowler Heating and Cooling. Did you know that we are your true local solar power installer right here in Southern Illinois? Let Fowler Heating and Cooling bring you the power of the sun. Many installations require little or no money out of your pocket. And at Fowler Heating and Cooling, our name goes on everything we do. So you know you're getting the best solar power services in the area. Learn more at FowlerHeatingandCooling.com or call us today at 997-5288.
Whether a college education is a distant dream you hold for a newborn child or a financial imperative staring you in the face, it's important to take swift steps to begin meeting this challenge. Next to retirement planning, paying for your children's education could be the largest expense that your family will bear. To learn more about flexible college savings programs, contact Rodney Golson at Golson Financial Services, 618-658-7008. He can help you plan today for tomorrow's college education expenses. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC.
Southern Trust Bank in Vienna would like to wish Vienna Eagle Boys Coach Dreer and Vienna Eagle Girls Coach Metcalf good luck this basketball season. Southern Trust Bank is locally owned with branches in Goreville and Marion and an ATM at the Lake of Egypt. With home interest rates at record lows, call them for help lowering your monthly mortgage payment or let them assist you in buying that new house. Or talk to them if you need financing for a new auto or truck. Southern Trust Bank, 618-658-8888.
You already know H&R Block does taxes, but you may not know you can get expert help in person or virtually, or that our tax pros average 10 years of experience. You can even request the same tax pro every year, and your biggest possible refund is always guaranteed. At H&R Block, help is here. All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund. Limitations apply. See hrblock.com/guarantees.
This is Mary Kay Harris from your locally owned H&R Block. Every dollar counts, and you can count on us to get every credit and every deduction you deserve, with or without the office visit.
Larry and Ned Trevelyan of Trevelyan Brothers Construction would like to wish the Vienna Eagles boys and girls basketball teams good luck this season. Call Trevelyan Brothers Construction for a bid for any residential or commercial construction need. They also can provide landscaping for your residential or commercial projects. Trevelyan Brothers Construction is located at 1915 State Route 146 East, Vienna, Illinois. Give Ned Trevelyan a call to set up a time for a quote at 618-658-4590.
The Goddard family at Goddard's Auto Body would like to welcome the Vienna girls and boys back to the hardwood. Goddard's Auto Body provides 24-hour towing, collision repair, brakes and shocks, alignments, oil changes, and can fit your car or truck with a new set of tires. Goddard's Auto Body is located at 865 Old Route 146 Loop. Call them at 618-658-3191 and see what Goddard's Auto Body can do for you. From the Goddard family at Goddard's Auto Body, good luck to the Vienna girls and boys this season. Go Eagles!
And we're back here at Vienna High School where the Eagles knock off the Ziegler-Royalton Tornado tonight by 50 points, 81-31. It was 12-4 in the fourth quarter. Vienna trailed 4-2 early going, went on a 23-1 run to close out the first quarter, winning 25-20 or 25-5. They had a 20-point lead after one stanza. Vienna outscored ZR 23-14 for a 48-19 lead at halftime. 21-8 quarter split for the third quarter, increased it to 69-27, and then 12-4 in the fourth quarter for a final 81-31. Scoring-wise for ZR tonight, their leading scorer was Patrick Soder with 8 points, 6 for Chase Van Horbeck, 5 points for Ashton Abramson, 4 points for Talon Mills, 4 points for River Freeman, 2 points for Chase Beekman, and 2 points for Cole McKinney. They were 10 of 16 from the free throw line for 63%, and they had 23 turnovers for the game. Vienna had just 9 turnovers for the game. They had 3 people in double figures, 20 points by Charlie King, 18 by Tommy Hullhumner, 10 by Caden Vaughn, 9 by Owen Treat, but he had 15 assists here tonight, 22 assists by the team, 9 points for Dayton Nichols, and 4 points for Hunter Webb, 2 points for Jacob Waters, and 81 for a total. Vienna was 4 of 6 from the free throw line for 67%, and they didn't shoot any free throws in the second half at all, as there weren't a whole lot of fouls called in the second half. We've been joined by head coach Coach Dreer, and he's going to get his headset on here in just a second, and we'll have a quick conversation with him here tonight. Coach, congratulations on the win. You saw a lot of kids play here tonight. Having Tommy Hullhumner come off the bench wasn't a bad deal with 18 points.
Well, that wasn't really Tommy's fault. He just had an ailment, and he's had several here in the last week or so. So that was just he wasn't up to speed with everything that we put in that we were doing. So
I wondered on the air about how long he would be and hard he would be able to go because he's been sick some this week.
Yeah, sure has.
And
really the last 2 weeks he's been sick.
That takes a lot out of you.
Mm-hmm.
But Vienna had good speed up everybody. We were much quicker than they were top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And it showed here tonight with 8 different people getting in the scoring column, 3 in double figures. And Treat didn't have, he was uncharacteristically held below his season point average with just 9 points on the night. I don't know how accurate I am, but I had him for 15 assists, and I had 22 for the team.
Well, his goal tonight was 20 assists. So I don't know if he got there or not, but that's what his goal was. So I might differ in your characterization. I don't think he was held below his average so much as it was he chose to do a different thing. So
and a lot of his passes, he's at the top of the key, are in the second half. He was throwing baseball passes down to the flyer.
Yeah.
As somebody with Vaughn and Hulhum, there were down quite a bit with that.
Uh-huh.
And then he makes some really nice passes in the offensive zone, and you better be awake under there, or he'll pop you upside the head.
Right. Well, I felt like the more veteran kids that we have played for the most part pretty well. It's hard to play in a game where you have expectations of winning. And I've talked to them about that. We've got to win all those we're supposed to, and half of those we're not supposed to, and you have a great season. So that's what we're trying to do and trying to learn, that it's a learning experience. We're trying to build. We're trying to work on things. We didn't full court press. We didn't try to shortcut it. We just went after things systematically, methodically. Right.
Well, I'm going to throw one more on you there. When you're talking about for a successful season, you're in a super successful season. Don't lose any games in the postseason.
Well, that's really good. I like that. Yeah.
One thing that I thought was very good is you didn't allow anybody to get in double figures on your opponent's side, while you put 3 people in double figures columns. And a lot of people may not realize this, but when you're the point guard on the team, which Caden Vaughn is, you sacrifice a lot of your scoring sometimes to be the point guard, and he still wound up with 10 points tonight.
Right. Yeah, and Caden got in a little early foul trouble, and still managed to kind of, I put him back in the first half even, and let him play a little bit more because I didn't want it. I knew the way the game was headed, I was afraid he wouldn't get to play much if I didn't. So we need him. We don't need him to stay dull and not ready to go. We've had several days of nothing but practice. We needed to play tonight, and I felt like there were a lot of good things. I told him I wasn't happy with our blockouts and then the second and third groups, I wasn't happy with their passing. So, but we'll get there. We're trying to bring them along a little bit at a time, and they're a fun bunch to coach because they'll try. They try to do what we say. They try to execute.
One thing that I thought was pretty impressive, ZR came out and came right at you. Mm-hmm. They had a 4-2 lead in the early going. A 3-pointer by Charlie King gives us a 5-4 lead that we never relinquished. After we trailed 4-2, we finished out the first quarter on a 23-1 run to open up a 20-point lead, 25-5 after one quarter. And that was pretty impressive because after we fell behind, you could tell that we put an extra step in our both sides of the ball, offense and defense.
Yeah, and we're probably gonna play a little bit different offense tomorrow, and try that out. Try to see what we can do with that one. We're starting to execute a little bit better. I was also unhappy with our zone. with our man-to-man out of bounds against the underneath. we just fell asleep 3 times in a row on that play. They ran the same thing, and they ran it well. Jimmy does an excellent job. He just isn't blessed with a lot of basketball skill yet with their kids. They've got a lot of young kids, and he's working through it. But he does a lot of things right, and I've told him that. I think he just needs to stay the course with them.
He's got a good sophomore quarterback in Van Horbeek being the point guard. He's a very good ball handler.
Yeah.
And as they develop some skills, you can see some potential there.
Yeah.
They may be another year or so away from 2 years away from it, but you can tell that they've got some good skill players, especially some of the younger ones.
Right. Well, he's a good example. If you just want to get a bunch of points and you want to get the game going your direction, we go out and double him right off the bat. And he was by far their best ball handler, so we take him out of the game, and maybe this game gets out of hand much more rapidly. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to play straight up. I wanted to play him and work on the things that we needed to do against more veteran teams.
Well, this is the time you work on those things.
Right.
With the win, we're now 6-1, and we win our first conference game, have our second conference game tomorrow night. Then we have a non-conference game against Pope County. I don't know a lot about them, but Johnston City, that's not a bad basketball team. They're still getting their legs underneath them because they have quite a few of the football players play basketball also.
Oh, definitely.
And they went all the way to the semifinals, so they're just now starting to jive together as a basketball team. So
right. Well, they're very, very athletic and talented and big. They've got size all over the place. They're scary. So we'll have to play very well and utilize our savvy and our skill sets. I think we shoot the ball outside a little bit better than they do. So it'll be a cat and mouse kind of a game, I think.
What do you know about Pope County, the Pirates?
Pope County is a very well coached team. They're very good offensively. They're much better offensively than defensively because they don't have a lot of depth, so they don't want to foul, so they're not very aggressive. But they've got size, and they've got size that can shoot outside the 3 line. So they can put points on you in a hurry. You've got to, and they can rebound. So the thing you have to do with them, I think, is pressure the basketball.
And box out.
And block out, right. Yep.
Somewhat keys to the game all the time, no matter who you're playing, I guess.
Well, yeah, it helps. But in a game like tonight, we never picked them up. We played back and tried to work on really one defense. We played a little bit of zone, but we did that more to kind of slow us down a little bit.
What I think was impressive is when you get a rebound, the guys who get the rebound are automatically looking down the floor. They're looking for the break, and the guards are on the break. They fill up. They go to the wings. They don't go to the middle. They go to the wings. So when you have an outlet, then whoever has the basketball, doesn't matter if it's left side or right side, they have the whole floor that they can see as they're going toward the basket. And we run that fast break drill very, very well. I'm very impressed with the break drill that you have set up.
They're unselfish, and that helps. It helps when your lead player, Owen is a 3-year starter. When he sets the tone, so they know he can score. So when he passes, it's sacrificing for the good of others, and that's contagious. College coaches are going to see that too.
Well, whether it's a 2 or a 3, and I could be low, but at a bare minimum, if he had 15 assists, that's 30 points.
Yeah.
To go with his 9.
Well, more than 30 points because a few of them were 3s.
Yes. So, and a couple was traditional. The 1 or 2 was a traditional 3-point play.
Yeah.
So, it's quite quite amazing when you stop and think about that for just a second, that he can help to account for that kind of point total.
Right. Yeah. And also he wanted to guard the best player, in my opinion, on their team, the best guard certainly, and I typically don't have him guarding the best player, but I told him to guard him about the middle of the first half, and then the second half, he volunteered. He wanted him, and that's a sign of maturity. That's a sign that he's really grown up. I thought Charlie and to your point, Tommy, both ran the floor really hard, and that's what you've got to do, particularly if you play with people like Caden and Owen, who are always looking for you.
What I thought was very impressive with Owen, he was quick enough to force Van Horbeck to his left. Mm-hmm. He wanted to go to the right, mm-hmm. and he forced him to go to the left, and he wasn't able to get the same kind of pass off with the left hand that he was in the early going with the right hand.
Mm-hmm. And I thought Dayton got free early several times. He missed a couple little shots he normally hits, but he put lots of pressure on them to retreat quickly. And that helps us because then they're not banging us on the boards with that big, those big bodies they had.
One thing that I was a little bit surprised with, and I hadn't seen it until tonight, but Waters, when he was in there, Jacob Waters, mm-hmm. I didn't realize he had the hops he has.
Yeah, he jumps strong off 2 feet, and he's a natural rebounder. He's making the transition. He's always kind of played guard. And we need him because of that, and his strength and his jumping ability and size. We need him to play inside more this year. So he's adapted and adjusted to that pretty well. He's still getting there, still going, and I think he'll fill that role even more, even better as we go. And then Buddy played some really good minutes, I thought, tonight too. We needed him because we needed a big body. Nick came back, showed some athleticism, but showed some rust. So we had a number of kids that participated and played hard, played well, and I thought we got something out of this game. And a lot of times when you have a game that gets a little out of hand, you don't really gain anything by it. So I was proud of the kids listening and doing exactly what we wanted done in this game.
Well, you had everybody that was here played tonight. They didn't maybe not necessarily scored, but everybody played.
Right. Sure.
So good win tomorrow night. When the game's over, we'd already talked about not having a coaches show because it's homecoming. Mm-hmm. They're going to be setting everything up, and I want to get out of here before they start the coronation, because they sure don't want to be talking basketball when they're trying to do a coronation.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. And we as always, we appreciate your coverage.
Glad to be here. So just curious, and I'm not sure when do they have the seedings for the El Dorado tournament?
The 14th.
The 14th?
Mm-hmm.
Will they come out that day, or will it be the next day?
No, they last year at least. That's my first go around with it. But
what they do is they seed the first 8 and then plug in how they want things to play out. And I can assure you, El Dorado would have a very easy game its first time.
Well, it's their tournament.
It is. It's not a and I've talked with some people. It could be interesting to see how they set this up. There's going to be the 8 teams that are going to be seeded. You're going to see some really, really good basketball teams up there. Harrisburg, El Dorado. You're going to have Massac County, Heron. Anna Jonesboro is playing surprising basketball.
They've played well so far.
So they're not going to be a cakewalk this year.
No,
And I sure wouldn't want to play them in the first round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But there's going to be that's a star-studded 3-day affair.
Oh, it certainly is. Some of the best teams in Southern Illinois are going to be there.
I said this during the game and the halftime. In my opinion, for 2A basketball, the best 2 tournaments in Southern Illinois is the El Dorado tournament and then the Pinckneyville tournament, because they have some really good teams over there in Pinckneyville too.
Uh-huh.
So if you can come out of there with a nice showing, that's going to really give an indication of what to expect for the second half.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to get tougher as we go, and we know that. You know, this young man right down here in front of us, Cato Castante, we really miss him, and you know, he got hurt taking a charge, which is close to my heart, dear to my heart. I love when we take charges, but the kid fell on his knee and he had it extended and it tore a little bit of the
partial tear. He told me
partial tear of the medial
MCL.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you say that, but it's a
yeah.
I like acronyms.
Yeah. So you know, we're still hopeful, particularly for his benefit, that he gets back, because he really had worked hard and he worked himself back into a really good position, was playing really well, and so we hope he gets to come back.
He told me he's going through therapy tonight, and that he hopes to be back for the El Dorado tournament.
Yeah, that's what he's told me too. But now he thought he was going to be back a week ago, and then this week, and it just hadn't worked out yet.
You can tell he's still limping.
Yeah. But he wants to play, so we'll see. I'm not going to take any chances with his health. If the doctors say he's good, then okay. Otherwise, he's just going to have to wait.
Well, you don't want to lose somebody in December or January. You know, end of January, February. That's when you want to start clicking and being at your peak. And it'll be interesting to watch us, how we've done the first 10 games that we play before going into the El Dorado tournament, then how we play for the next 3 weeks after that going into the Superman Classic, because there's another absolutely loaded tournament.
Sure is.
And that Superman Classic will be 8 teams, and 6 of those 8 teams could win it all.
Yeah.
And Charleston, Missouri's got to be rated number 1 in that puppy, in my opinion.
They lost a double overtime thriller at McCracken for their only loss on a 75-foot long pass and shot.
Wow.
A fall away. It was the kid started on one sideline and ran all the way across and caught it about 15 feet out on the baseline full court, and just turned, and of course he's 6'8", so he got his shot off and drained it right at the buzzer. So great game.
Well, what's interesting is they were a very, very good team last year. I don't think they won the state championship, but they were in the Final Four.
Right.
And they brought almost everybody back from last year's team.
Yeah.
I think they only graduated 2, if I'm not mistaken. And you talk about a salty basketball team. And, you know, we've already seen Massac County, and we're going to be in there. Carterville's coming down.
Yeah. Carterville's very, very good this year.
And they've lost only 1 game so far right now. So this will be a lot of fun.
Graves County.
Graves County is going to be there. And Fort Campbell, and Century.
Fort Campbell and Century are the 2 that are a little bit maybe below the rest of them. Goreville's in it.
Yeah, Goreville. So it's going to be. It's got a nice mix of 1A, 2A, and 1 large school from Paducah, or the Paducah area in Graves County.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be a very good tournament. Very good. And both of these tournaments are we're going to see the kind of people that we'll have to compete with in order to get out and do anything in the postseason.
If we want to get past the sectional, these are the 2 tournaments we have to do well in, and that's going to give us an indication, quite frankly, of what kind of potential we have for a regional and sectional run, because you know, the way things are done in Illinois now, the sectional is what or our regional is what the sectional used to be. And so, you know, if you're going to make a run in the regional and the sectional and get to the Elite 8, you have got to have a good showing in these two big tournaments we have, and that's why you get in them. You
Yeah.
don't want to get in some cream puff tournament that says, oh yeah, well we got 28 wins. Who cares?
Yep, that's right.
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
My opinion. And $5 will buy you a Starbucks coffee anyway.
There you go.
Coach, thanks for coming up and talking with us. And we'll maybe see you over at Pope County Tuesday night as
that
we
sounds
take on
good.
the Patriots.
Yep. Great.
Just down 146.
Okay. I look forward to it.
Thanks for coming up.
Thank you, Ron. Bye-bye.
Head coach Steve Dreer. And that's going to wrap everything up here tonight as the Eagles win 2 tonight. In JV action, it was 66-23. And in the varsity won here tonight 81-31. They now go 6-1 on the season. The JV are 2-0 on the young season. Both of them are 1-0 in conference play. I'm Ron Ellis. That's going to wrap everything up here tonight. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. Thanks for Coach Dreer coming up and talking with us after the game. And everyone have a safe weekend. We'll see you tomorrow night. We'll be on the air around 6:30, somewhere right in there, after the JV game that starts at 5 o'clock tomorrow evening against Trico on homecoming night. Thanks for your time this time. Until next time, so long, everybody, from Vienna High School.
That concludes this Vienna Eagles basketball broadcast here on WIBH Net 3. This Eagles basketball broadcast has been brought to you in part by Southern Trust Bank, Goddard Auto Body, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Russ Kruger, Golson Financial Services, Trevelyan Brothers Construction, Lawrence Bean Insurance Agency, Bailey Monument Company, Rusty's Home Centers, H&R Block of Anna, Trevelyan Farms, Vienna Automotive Center, and Fowler Heating and Cooling. This has been a presentation of WIBH Sports.